on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 93 overall playoff cards in MUT 23 for you to add to your squad. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you are searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So part 3 of the playoff promo came out today, and we got our final update on the best 93 overall cards to choose from it. And you can use this video a few different ways. I'll explain, but number one, let's go through and show you how to earn one or many 93 overall fantasy packs in which you get to pick a player of your choice. So number one, from the playoff field pass, if you scroll down here, there's 3 opportunities to earn this 93 overall fantasy pack, but we're going to put an asterisk next to this because if you earn the pack before part 3 of this promo came out, it's not going to contain, at least I don't think it is, I can't 100% confirm this, but that's how it worked from part 1 going into part 2. It's not going to contain the part 3 93, so the pack won't update. If you earn the pack after part 3 of this promo came out, which was 10:30 a.m. Eastern time this morning, that pack should update. So within this field pass, there's 3 different 93s. The first one came very early on, and I think most of you probably already earned this. So if you did already and hung on to the pack, I don't think it's going to have the part 2 or part 3 93s in it, but you get one at level 9 of this field pass, 11,000 XP. It's a BND fantasy pack, so you get to pick the card that you want. In this video, not only are we going over the best 93s, but we're going to give you at least one from each part. So if this pack only has part 1, and the next pack only has part 1 and part 2, and the third pack has all 3, you're going to have your opportunity to pick the best from every single part if you watch through the rest of this video. The second 93 overall pack is going to come a little bit further down here, and it's going to be at level 23 of the playoff field pass. This one is also going to be a BND pack where you get your choice of a 93 overall playoff card, and then the final pack is going to be earned at level 30, the last reward within this field pass. This one is important for a couple reasons. Number one, you get the card of your choice. Number two, in most scenarios, none of you have reached this level 30 pack before part 3 of the promo came out. Some of you may have, I think most of you did not. So this one should 100% guarantee all 3 parts of the cards to choose from, but it's also a non-BND pack, which means you can take this card, whatever card you pick from it, and you're going to have 1/5 of whatever champion you want to build. And what I mean by that is building out a 96 overall playoff champion requires 5 93s, and this is going to give you a non-BND card, which can go into that set. And also, when you complete one of those champion sets, you actually get 5 93s back in return, plus the 96 that you choose to build out. This is really important because if you want to go ahead and build a 96 overall card, well, we got a video upcoming later this afternoon, and maybe by the time some of you are watching this video, that video will be out already, but we're going to cover the best 96 overall champion cards. So if you're confused or don't know which one you want to go after, we're going to help you in that sense, but also, like I said, you can use this video to help you pick the best 5 to get in return that are 93 overalls, because if you read the description, it says the pack that you're going to get back, not only do you get the 96 of the set that you create, but you also get a pack containing your choice of the 5 93 overall playoff cards. So we got a bunch to go over within this video, and I think there's some really good options. And real quick, before we get into the best 93s, you can also earn one of these free via house rules. So if you go into your head-to-head section in the MUT menu and take a look at the final drive, this is the current house rules. Now, some of you may have already accessed this reward, some did not, but if you go into the reward path, you're going to see as you scroll down here a little bit further, at level 6 of house rules, you get an additional 93 overall BND playoff hero fantasy pack. Again, as far as when it updated, I think that's going to be based on when you earned it. As you can see, I have not yet, so once we do, we're not too far away. We're basically right at level 4. Once we unlock this pack, it should contain all of the 93s from part 1, 2, and 3. So let's go over them. Number 1 is going to be Quez Watkins, and no, this isn't a pick just because I'm an Eagle fan. He's tied for the fastest of all the 93s from this playoff promo with 96 speed. He also gives you 95 catch and 93 deep route running. He's not extremely versatile, but he definitely is a deep threat. With the speed, 6 foot is tall enough in my opinion. but the catch rating and the deep route running are really, really good, and his abilities kind of favor that. He gets deep out elite for 1 AP, which is really good for deep passes outside the numbers, so that's going to be outside the hash marks. He also gets short out elite for 1 AP, which is really good against man coverage, press man coverage, especially if there's no safety help over the top. You throw a streak out there with this card, your opponent's in press man coverage, that short out elite, because it's outside of the hash marks in most situations, is going to smoke that man coverage right off of the line and get separation. With 96 speed, I mean, you're going to get downfield rather quickly. He also has 96 acceleration, something to pay attention to. The other wide receiver that I think is worth taking a look at, and I'm kind of testing him out on my no money spent squad now, is going to be MVS, Marquez Valdez Scantling, 6'4" wide receiver, only 94 speed. So obviously we're taking a step back here, but he is 6'4", 91 mid route running, 95 deep route running, pretty good there. Spec catch at 93, catching traffic at 89, and the regular catch is at 91. Pretty funny for a 6'4" guy to have 78 jumping, so that's a little bit of a concern, but not too much. It's a budget card at the end of the day. He's going to get wide receiver apprentice for 2 AP. I don't think it's worth it at that cost unless it absolutely is needed for the offensive scheme you run, but he does get deep out elite for 1 AP. Again, 20 plus yards past the line of scrimmage, catches on the outside of the hash marks. For a taller receiver like him, this is an ability that's perfect for him. Now, if you're going the route of completing a 96 overall champion set and getting 5 of the 93s back in return, you can get 4/5 of your offensive line put together from that pack. And if you need somebody at an offensive line position, the only one we're really going to be missing is right guard. So at left tackle, yes, we are recommending a Cowboy. It's Tyron Smith. Pretty good looking card here. 92 strength, 92 awareness, 94 pass block, and 93 run block. And with his abilities, he's going to get secure protector for 2 AP. I would skip that one and go with the edge protector for 1 AP, which is pretty much a must-have on your left and right tackle. So for that ability for 1 AP, plus him having really good attributes, this is a pretty good pickup for you. At left guard, this is probably one of my favorite cards, top 3 to 5 out of all of these. It's going to be Roger Saffold, 93 strength, 94 awareness, 92 pass block, and 96 run block, 325 pounds. He also can get secure protector for 2 AP. I wouldn't go that route. What I would do, especially if you like to pass the ball a lot, is go post up for 1 AP on this card. One of the part 3 cards is going to be Austin Bliss, or maybe it's Blythe. I don't know. Sue me because I got it wrong. We got a center here who's going to give you all day for 1 AP. Pretty good ability. Not the best, but still solid, and you don't feel like you have to equip it on him, but he gives you 92 strength, 90 awareness, 91 pass block, and 93 run block. As I mentioned, no good right guard to choose from, but we do have a right tackle. This is a part 2 release. Juwan Taylor for the Jacksonville Jags, 92 strength, 86 awareness. That is a bit concerning. I think he was the only offensive lineman we've covered so far that had under 90 awareness, but he does give you 95 pass block and 90 run block. And just like Tyron Smith, he's going to give you edge protector for 1 AP, which you absolutely want to make sure that you equip on this card. Fullbacks need love too. Reggie Gilliam, I think he's actually a gamer and a MUT player in this community. I think that's why they keep giving him cards as well. 93 overall fullback. At the end of the day, you got to fill up this position. Now, I know a lot of people are putting the Gronk from the field pass at fullback, but if you need a fullback to make your overall look pretty, or you're just looking for a guy who's going to block well at that position, he's going to give you 90 speed, 90 run block, and 93 lead block. Also 87 catching, which is pretty good if you want to sneak him out on a table route and throw the ball to him. He gets honorary lineman for 1 AP. I wouldn't waste an ability point on my fullback at all, but if you run the ball a ton, this is a good ability for a fullback. Yeah, we got another Cowboy on our list. He was in the video last week as well. This is a part 2 playoff, 93 overall. It's Osi Umenyiora. I still don't know if I got that one right, and again, I still don't care. He's going to get inside stuff or under pressure for 1 AP at the defensive tackle position. Very good ability either way you go with there. 86 speed, not incredibly fast at all, but he does give you 90 block shed, 91 power move, 82 finesse move, 96 tackle. 282 pounds, a bit smaller for a defensive tackle. We'd like to be 300 pounds and more, but remember, there are, just like middle linebacker, 4 DT spots on on your lineup screen, and the first two affect your overall. So if you're trying to boost that overall, you're maybe a 91, 92, you can throw this card in at the second or even third defensive tackle position, and having depth on the defensive line is always a good idea, and that's why we're going to throw Tyus Bowser in the mix. I don't think this is an amazing card. He gets absolutely terrible abilities as a pass rusher, unfortunately, but 91 speed at the right outside linebacker position, not bad. 89 block shed, 91 finesse move, 80 power move. There are strategy items out there that will boost up the block shed, and if you can get that into the 90s, that's going to help against the run, especially because he has 91 tackle, 94 acceleration, and 91 play rec. And I mentioned his abilities a moment ago. He does get tackle supreme for 1 AP, which I normally wouldn't recommend, but we're seeing a bunch of cards get it now. Tackle supreme or secure tackler. This is to basically counter or at least help out against the AJ Dillon Quadfather card. So if you're having a tough time stopping the run, you feel like you're facing that card each and every game, maybe worth a look. I personally wouldn't spend the AP on it, but it is there if you need it. Tyus Bowser's teammate, Patrick Queen, is going to be a solid middle linebacker, and this is a part 1 release, so if you have one of those packs that never updated, you might want to go with this Patrick Queen card. 6 foot even middle linebacker with 92 speed, 86 zone, 95 hit power, 85 block shed, 90 play rec, and 91 tackle. I wish his zone was a bit higher, then you could rely on the AI to control him and play him in pass coverage, but at the end of the day, 86 zone isn't terrible for a middle linebacker. He does get either mid-zone KO, which is going to give you better zone coverage inside the hash marks, and actually I think that one covers anywhere on the field, but it's between 10 and 20 yards, so take that back. But that's a pretty good ability, or you can go 1 AP Lurker if this card is going to be your primary user. That's going to help middle linebackers basically jump up and make more plays on the football. Let's end the video with the secondary. We got 3 cornerbacks, and one of them I think is the best pick overall. And the first one is going to be Mike Hilton, only 5'9", but I like this card as a slot defender, and if you watch the game against the Bills, I tweeted it out. This dude was running spinner out there by himself. Really good defender, really good situational player as well. Only 5'9", but he gives you 94 speed, 95 zone, 91 press, 90 man coverage. I like the coverage. I like the speed. I know we are getting 96 speed corners. I've said this in videos before. As long as they're like 2 away from the top speed in the game, I think they're still usable. So when we get to 97 speed guys, 94 won't be there or be available, or I wouldn't recommend him to use him. But anyway, this card is pretty good, and his abilities kind of play towards what I think you should use him for. He gets flat zone KO for 1 AP, which is going to be really good against quick short passes to the outside, flat routes, table routes against the running back, quick out routes from wide receivers in a tight formation. And he also gets pick artist for 1 AP, and you guys know how I feel about that ability, my favorite on defense for the secondary. Your second option is going to be a part 2 player. I'm pretty sure Mike Hilton was a part 2 release, and so is this Nick McLeod. A little bit taller at 6 foot, also 94 speed. The man coverage is where he lacks, only at 88, but if you do have a strategy item that can get that into the 90s, that's certainly going to be ideal. 92 zone coverage, 94 agility, 95 jumping, 95 excel, but we said this last week, I'm going to say it again, you can absolutely not put this card in press coverage at all by any means. He has 84 press. I think he's going to excel at zone coverage. He's got good height, good speed, 92 zone, and if you look at his abilities, they kind of favor zone coverage as well. He's going to get pick artist for 1 AP, but also deep out zone KO for 1 AP, which plays better zone coverage, more knockouts, 20 plus yards from the line of scrimmage outside the hash marks. And that gets us to our final card of the day, and as I alluded to or teased, I think this is the best card to pick, like the #1 choice. Fabian Moreau. This is a part 3 release, just came out today. 6 foot cornerback with 96 speed. We mentioned Quez Watkins has the 96. Well, so does this guy. 89 press, much better than what we just saw with his teammate Nick McLeod. 93 zone, 90 man coverage. Both of those in the 90s is great. If you can get that boosted up with strategy items, even better. Yes, the play rec is at 84. Sometimes you're just going to have a little give and take with certain cards, especially budget cards like this, but I still think it's really good with the 96 speed. And kind of a low-key underrated thing here is that he has 97 jumping. He also gets deep out zone KO, but it is a 2 AP cost, which is a little bit too much in my opinion. You can still rock it, but he gets mid-zone KO, which is going to be between 10 and 20 yards anywhere on the field. better knockouts, better zone coverage, and that's going to be only at 1 AP. So there you go. Those are the best 93 overall cards. I definitely like all of the offensive linemen. Quez Watkins on offense, Fabian Moreau on defense. Those are probably like my favorite 5 to 6 cards from the group there. Let me know which ones you guys are picking up and going after. And thank you so much for watching another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.